Okay, we are definitely doing this extremely last minute. Search for it, bits of Lahai Roi. Yeah. 1 day, 4 hours remaining. We are just starting it now. Underground Sun. Kusosho of the Black Shore seem to have something to tell you. Ever since the rift appeared, more and more castaway objects from Lahai Roi have been showing up in Honami. Recently, Kusosho seems eager to speak with you. Oh, the dude's on Black Shores. I thought he was on Honami. Cuckoo, good to see you again, Bloom Bearer. Do you remember me? I'm the Tethys terminal assigned to look after Miss Chisa. What's the matter? Did something happen to Chisa? This time, no, it's not about Miss Chisa. In fact, her emotional readings have been high lately. She's now preparing to resume her studies at the academy. Your friend in Honami asked me to pass along a few words. Passenger, radio repairs are almost done. As for Lahai Roi, that region you and Chisa talk about, I've made a discovery. If you have time, come see me at the cafe. Okay, so the coffee-making capybara. Cool, my mission here is complete. Good luck on your journey. Okay, we are heading straight back to Honami. Oh, okay, it's a Namipon. Welcome, passenger. These days, Honami has been flooded with castaways from Lahai Roi. By the way, have you ever heard of castaways? Trista mentioned it before, not that I can recall. They're frequencies from somewhere else that ended up in Honami for all sorts of reasons. The cassette you and Trista found in the fountain was a typical castaway. What's bringing more castaways to Lahai Roi? My guess is that when the rift and the crossing opened, it spat them into Honami City. Since Lahai Roi is your next stop, the information inside these frequencies will definitely be of some use. The problem is, once they reach Honami, their appearance changes. Any idea why? Maybe they lose part of their frequency when passing through the rift? Or maybe Honami can't interpret their original form. From what I heard from Chisa, Star Torch Academy's technology is 2 steps ahead of what we have here. So Honami just reshapes them into something familiar to the left behind. But I figured out a way to restore their true form. Pan! Presenting the Lahai Roi Frequency Analyzer. Isn't that the radio and a monitor from the Black Shores? So that's what this stupid thing was. Hehe, yes, I traded several cups of coffee to borrow this mystical monitor from the Black Shores passengers. The process is simple. Step 1, analyze the frequencies with the radio. Step 2, reconstruct their images on the display. Relax, I'll handle the technical parts. All you need to do is bring me the castaways. And where exactly am I supposed to find them? No need to worry, I'll provide you with their general locations. In fact, the nearest one is just by the crossing. Where the fuck is the crossing? I have no idea what the map even is, okay? I am super bad with directions. Oh, okay, it's the fucking bus stop. This does look like something you found in Honami. Looks like a notice attached to it. When did the rain stop? Even if no rain falls, I will stay here with you. So, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? Anyway, just bring it back to Namipon, I guess. Back so soon, passenger. Seems everything went well. Ah, a sunny doll that carries people's wishes. When the rainy season comes, Honami folk hang these dolls by their windows, hoping for fair weather. Alright, time to find out what Lahai Roi intel it holds. In ancient times, the shift in magnetic poles centered Solaris' planetary axis on Lahai Roi. Gradually over the ages, the cavern beneath layers of ice became home to human settlement. In this warm, humid underground haven, the sun the people speak of is something else entirely. Look upwards. Of the exostrider, and the core is essentially Lahai Roi's sun. So I'm assuming that these censored parts are essentially saying that this is the exostrider's core. But the shifted magnetic pole centered Solaris' planetary axis on Lahai Roi. That is interesting because it implies that Solaris' planetary axis was previously not on Lahai Roi. So if Lahai Roi were either the Antarctica or the Arctic Sea, Antarctica or the Arctic Sea, I think, somewhere there. That is where the poles are right now. So presumably, the Exostrider, being an alien construct and all, crash landing on Solaris is what number one caused this shift in the magnetic poles, because it's a gigantic impact on Solaris. So it probably shifted Solaris' center of gravity. That's what caused the axis to shift, and then the magnetic poles shifted after that, which is definitely interesting. Which is it brings me to another point, because this isn't necessarily applicable to Lahai Roi, considering it's underground and it doesn't have a real sun. But areas near the poles do have this phenomenon called the polar days and the polar nights, where there are long periods of time where there's either eternal daylight or eternal nighttime because Earth's planetary axis is tilted when it rotates around the sun. So if it just happens to be in a position, if the axis is facing away from the sun, and when the Earth rotates, there's just not going to be any fucking sun. And if it happens to be facing the sun, then when the Earth rotates, there's obviously going to be a lot of sun, because you're just eternally shining in that area. Which was something that I actually looked up, and it's basically called zero shadow day, where the sun is essentially shining on you directly above. It's like perpendicular. I don't know how to explain it. It's like directly on top of your head, so your shadow is cast directly beneath you, and because of that, it looks like you don't have a shadow. So basically, I don't exactly know it. The actual place is in Hawaii, but I would think that you're standing in a place where it's perpendicular to the sun. But the main point is Pinky doesn't have a shadow, and she has some relation to the Exostrider, which is an artificial sun for Lahai Roi. And Lahai Roi, Lahaina Noon, both of them start with Lahai. I know that the name was from Kuro's a Chinese company. I'm not sure if they thought about it this much, but it's a funny coincidence that there's a Lahai Roi and a Lahaina Noon, and you have this pink girl who is potentially connected to the sun that also doesn't have a shadow, because Lahaina Noon, I think the shadows cast directly beneath her. Maybe it's symbolic of her connection, that the Exostrider's sun is shining down on her directly. Or maybe okay. Oh, we're talking to you this time. Passenger, you're here. I'll be guiding you to the castaway today. It's you, the mall guy. Why is it you this time? This time the castaway is not at the crossing. It's over by the shops on Ginga Street. And I know Ginga Street inside out, so they sent me to guide you. Time to set off. It's definitely a bit of a trek. Hold on, I can teleport you there directly. Destination Ginga Street. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Oh, are these two having a Pokemon battle or something? This bento, I saw it first. Ha! First come, first serve? Don't insult me with the playground rules. Remember, Stardust. When night falls, this street becomes a battlefield, and the half-price bento is the crown of a true king. If you lack the resolve to burden your soul for glory, then pay full price like the loser you are. What the fuck is this? I get it now, but with my companion's bonds on my shoulders, I will not lose. Then let me show you what a true king's duel is. It's just a fuck-ass bento. Hold it! Seems our duel has attracted a spectator. You there, stranger, tell us, who deserves this half-price bento? Stardust, the king. Actually, I'm an apex duelist of peaks of prestige. I see, so you're a duelist as well. But what is this peak of prestige? Like that, you witness a mysterious evening duel on Ginga Street. Can we take the fucking bento? Incredible, Stardust! You found a third possibility beyond victory and defeat. But it's not enough. A tie cannot shake the king's soul. Tonight, this street has no winner. No one has earned this half-price bento. In that case, let's give it to the one who witnessed our duel. You there, spectator. This half-price bento belongs to you now. What? But I didn't even do anything. Well, thank you for... Oh, holy shit. That looks delicious. What the fuck? I'm hungry now. No, I saw it. The duelist spirit burning within you. Yes, you must have fought countless soul-shaking battles, haven't you? Take it and know you hold the symbol of glory. This half-price bento. Okay, thank you for the food, guys. Ah, passenger, you found it. The legendary half-price bento. What is this half-price bento anyway? A half-price bento is a bento that gets marked down late at night, a symbol of rules and hope. It's the little spark of joy on the shelf when your stomach growls, an oasis you find in the desert of thirst. Anyway, I'll restore the information inside this frequency right away. It may not be the largest cafeteria in Solaris, but it's definitely the most advanced. Every meal follows vigorous safety standards, with scientifically tailored nutritional values ready-made for long-term storage even in the harshest environments. Popular comment, safe, refined, storable, but it just doesn't taste good. Is it like astronaut food or something? I have nothing to comment on here. With a cafe this fancy, bringing a bento to class feels pointless. Oof, now I'm hungry just watching. Thank you. What's the next one? Okay, something about a different Namipon. The Namipon family always sends a different Namipon to brief you on the castaway objects. Okay, how do we do it? I'm stupid. Which Namipon is it? I've got bad news. A package meant for the cafe has gone missing. What happened? New outfits again? One of us found a castaway outside, and we figured it'd be easier for you if we mailed it straight here. Along the way, a helpful citizen offered to deliver it, but he never showed up. That sounds fishy. Are you sure he was just being helpful? I don't know, but I can track every lost package's location. Right now, it's sitting deep inside the Hakage underground street. Please come with me. I failed. What's wrong? You look more helpless than helpful now. Why did you take the package? Could you stop repeating that? Oh. I'm sorry I took the sword. Someone like me doesn't deserve to hold it. I used to run with a gang, living a life of failure, and when I finally managed to find a decent job through an agency, I got fired for being clumsy. To stop my family from worrying, I pretended to go to work every day, but all I did was wander around like a vagrant. This sword reminded me of when I was a kid, when I was still naively brave, so I wanted to prove myself. I thought I could help people get rid of the monsters in the underground street. It took everything in me just to lure it this far. But I couldn't take another step forward, because I didn't have the courage to face it. What kind of fool am I, thinking I could be a hero of justice? I'm long past the age for that. You're selling yourself short, your life's not a failure. At least, you still had the courage to hold a sword, didn't you? You've come this far with justice in your heart. Thank you. Please, take this hero's sword. Do what I couldn't. Finish off those monsters. Request accepted. I'll take care of it for you. Aw, you guys got me emotional. But wait, that's our package in the first place! Careful, passenger. I can sense something dangerous ahead. Where's the monster? Oh, okay. It's nothing big. It's honestly no big deal. Okay, that's all done. Well done, the underground street will finally see some peace for you, for now. Why are you here alone? Where's the young man? After he defeated the TD, he vanished with a smile on his face, perhaps knowing his efforts hadn't been in vain. Oh, and in his final moments, he left a message for you. What you said made me realize that, even with all the bumps in my life, I'm no different from the others. We're all just trying to live each day the best we can. I still have friends I trust, and a family who cares for me. I think it's time for me to go home. He came to terms with it in the end. Yes, anyone who lives each day to the best they can is already a hero in their own story. Alright, let's see what Lahai information is tucked away in here. Shouldn't we return to the cafe first? Not anymore. We have made a little upgrade to the Lahai Roi frequency analyzer. From now on, you'll be able to connect to it remotely through your terminal. Oh, that is useful. Audio log of a short conversation. This lift, it's colossal, a miracle in the architectural history of Solaris. It supports the cavern's domes, linking the Academy and the Research Institute, ferrying supplies non-stop from the Frostlands. Typical freshman. Write it a few more times and you'll get used to it. So they have an elevator, basically. Okay. The restored image looks like a very special elevator. But why would Hanami interpret it as a sword? Not gonna lie, that is a very good point. Why would an elevator appear as a sword? I don't think it's just because it's like a technological marvel. Maybe because the Exostrider is some kind of deity and like a fantasy monster, I guess. We'll never know. Maybe we'll get some context for that in like 2 days. Okay. Okay, what new and curious thing? Oh, it's a detective. No, it's a platform guardian. Passenger, this is your ever-reliable transport Namipon, here for you, rain or shine. This castaway is a very common means of transport in Honami City. Is it a fucking train? I have pinpointed its location. Please follow me. You know, Honami used to have an urban legend called the Goddess in the Fountain. That fountain looks suspicious. I'm sensing a strange frequency. Okay, but what the hell? Tell me, did you drop this Gale bike or this road bike? What's the difference? The Gale bike is very fast. It can climb steep slopes, but it's tough to handle, so it's only for experts. The road bike is a bit slower, but much more stable, and you can take it on special lanes. Perfect for normal riders. Honestly, that sounds a lot like Pokemon. Like in Pokemon Emerald. I'm not sure if it's all the Gen 3 games or just Emerald, or Emerald, but there's like 2 bikes. You can go really fast and you need to use it to climb Sky Pillar. Or you have the other bike, which you can essentially do tricks on. I'm a pro cyclist. The regular one will do for me. Oops, there's only 1 bike left, but it's still a solid ride. Far better than any cheap knockoff. Obviously, this voice is not coming from the fountain. Who's it coming from then? Some kid? Oh. I knew I couldn't hide from you. Sorry, I wasn't trying to prank anyone. I just wanted to help advertise my family's bike shop. Advertise? Yes, my dad runs the shop all by himself, but lately business has been slow. Everyone's switching to cars or the subway. Maybe no one wants bikes anymore? Not at all. Times may shift and fashions may change, but the worth of a vehicle goes far beyond the vehicle itself. Even if someday bikes disappear from the streets, the culture they embody will live on. Namipon, never seen you so worked up before. Probably because he has a train. Thank you, Namipon. Wait, you can talk? So the mascot of Honami's real? It's a long story, passenger. I'll take her to somewhere safe first. That's another castaway hunt wrapped up nicely. What even? The bike was the item? To adapt to the vast and complex terrain of the underground haven, a new type of all-terrain vehicle was developed. Though officially designed for research expeditions, the user manual contains no explicit rules against taking it for a joyride beyond the grounds of Startart Academy. Okay, we do know that Lene runs people over with her bike a lot, so there's that, and we're gonna get one in 3.0. I'm looking forward to that. I'm really interested in the bike. Okay, the bike is cool as fuck. I don't know anyone who thinks that a bike isn't cool. It's like, a bike is universally one of the most cool things anyone could do. If you can be a toddler, or a teenager, a young adult, an old man, a bike is probably in the top few cool as fuck things, okay? There's safety concerns, but in a video game, no one gives a shit. So I'm really looking forward to that. So the most common vehicles in Lahai Roi are motorcycles. Sitting on a motorcycle, feeling the wind race past your ear. That sounds relaxing. Another one, the chattiest Namipon. Okay, at least they're all in the same place. Oh no, it's a detective. Super detective team back in action. I cannot wait to hunt the truth with you. Long time no see, I figured you show up. This time, the castaway resides in Honami Central Park. It's the kind of item that brings nostalgia. Enough chatting. Come on, let's go. Oh, there's some monsters. No luck spotting it myself. I'll leave this challenge to you. Okay, I completely missed that voice line because of the network connection error. Okay, I literally wasn't reading the instructions. I was wondering why nothing happened. Is it not here? Oh, a tent. It looks ordinary. Haha, real detectives aren't like those in novels and comics. Big cases don't fall into our laps at every street corner. Most days it's just humble work, like tracking runaway cats, shadowing, cheating. Anyway, the tent, yes. That reminds me of a bizarre case I solved years ago. Care for a tale? Yes, please. Even if I say no, you just keep going, won't you? It was a summer's day. A middle-aged sculptor, let's call him A, was found dead in his camping tent. Time of death, dawn, cause, a dagger through the back, and at the scene stood a plaster statue. It seemed A was working on a new sculpture when the killer struck from behind. But here comes the curious part. The ground was muddy from the rain the night before, but there was not a single footprint around the tent. Which means, no one in, no one out. The tent was a classic locked room. Did you just make that up? The story's a bit worn out. Want to try your hand at deduction? To be clear, this case involves no resonator tricks. Okay. Can you, give me an option to read? I just finished reading your dialogue. It was ice. A froze the dagger's hilt in a block of ice, blade pointing upwards. Then he leaned back into it, stabbing himself. The ice melted in the summer heat, erasing the evidence and making it seem like a murder. Brilliant! You noticed the temperature and drew a solid answer. I didn't notice shit. Alright then, just tell me the truth. Very well, the truth is the killer sent a chop-chop echo inside the tent to do the dirty work. Totally believable. Shizzo would hate this kind of deduction. Now then, time to unveil the Lahai Roi secrets in this castaway. Long before the Spake Track Collective was founded, the self-sufficient nomadic Roya people... There's the orange-haired girl, she's a Roya. Had ironic made their home in these vast caverns, the construction of both Star Trek Academy and the Research Institute would not have been possible without their help. Drawing upon mechanical remnants of the Exostrider, the Roya forged a settlement unlike any other. Skilled in astronomy and chronology, they are set to guard an ancient mission, awaiting the day they might repair and awaken the slumbering Exostrider. The design of these living facilities is really unique. Am I seeing straight? Why are their tents shaped like sheep? Okay, 2 more. The Namipon in charge of this search is not here? Okay, what do we do? Well, he's not here, I guess. To lighten her master's troubles is the basic duty of a maid. If you're reading this note, it means, I've already set out to retrieve the castaway for you. This time, the castaway should be near the Mason passageway. There shouldn't be any danger. I hope. Sometime later, you arrive near the Mason passageway mentioned in the note. As long as I carry my master's mission, I will not give in. Oh no, I can't. I'm terrible at combat. You're a maid. You're not combat orientated. Should have brought us. Alright, they're all dead now. Oh, it's a clock. Goju-sama. Okay, this is that was the okay. Yeah. Thank you for saving me in time. I found this castaway further inside the passageway. For some reason, the castaway seems to have drawn the TDs here. You need to stay safe. Don't go off to risky places by yourself again. Understood. Next time I will not disgrace myself like this. Please allow me to show you the castaway's original form. Do cockatoos dream of electric schedules? Oh yeah, it's a wind-up cockatoo, maybe? The crown feathers of a cockatoo form the hour and minute hands on a living clock face. At fixed hours each day, it lets out a clear, piercing call. So it's a fucking living alarm clock rooster thing. A light tap on its head will silence it. For this reason, most Roya use the cockatoo as an alarm-capable timepiece and timer. Note, bringing cockatoos into the dormitory is strictly forbidden by the Academy. I wonder why. Maybe it's because they're fucking annoying. It turns out to be a mechanical bird that wakes people in the morning. Hee, I'm sure you prefer a maid's voice waking you up instead, right? I prefer Abby. Okay, last one. Okay, I guess we're here. Okay, this disadvantage. Passenger, welcome back. Finally, our castaway search is almost finished. Almost finished? You're finally back to your usual self. Because it's the one you know best. Thanks to the castaways we've collected, I can soon pin down the coordinates from Honami to Lahai Roi. Okay, that's how we're getting there. Once the ref stabilizes, you and Shirsa will be able to return to your academy. You've been a huge help, Namipon. But there's still one last castaway to be found. Hehe, and it's really close by. It's up on the coffee house terrace. Go check it out, passenger. Okay, I guess we're just gonna run all the way up there. Yippee, let's go. How do we get... Okay, there's an escalator. I was wondering how to get up there. Oh, Shirsa. Morning. Hope I didn't surprise you too much. Good to see you again, Shirsa. I should have guessed. Namipon said the last castaway was up here on the terrace. Well, I'm sort of a castaway from Lahai Roi myself. Okay, I didn't think it was Shirsa. I didn't think it was her. Haha, sorry, I was just making weird jokes again. Here it is. I found it near Neon Tower. Okay, I legitimately thought she was being serious. But she does count as a castaway. What the fuck is this Power Ranger thing? The search went smoothly. The only challenge was not knowing the exact location, but a sweet schoolgirl showed me the way. Isn't she the schoolgirl? Right, she was into robot culture, and before she left she told me. In times like these, even a schoolgirl can pilot a robot. Is that some new catchphrase? If Pinky does not pilot the Exo Strider, I'll be very disappointed. It's nice, isn't it? Even as the loop ends, some of the left behind remain here in Honami, living their quiet everyday lives. You must have pieced together something about Lahai Roi from the castaways, right? I can't tell much. I didn't stay at Star Search Academy long enough to gather much info. That means we're on the same starting line. We'll learn about Lahai Roi together once we get there. I'd love to. I have a feeling, once you're back at the academy, you'll be pulled into many things. Well, that's just Rover. What sort of things? Is there something you know? I honestly don't know, but it should have a lot to do with your time there. Sooner or later, we'll run into our own share of troubles, but whatever happens, I believe everything will turn out alright. We'll help each other out, classmate. Yes, we will help each other, as classmates. Back to the business. Let's take a look at what's inside this castaway. In ancient times, it held up heaven and earth. With a colossal sword, its body nourished all life, and its blazing, deathless drove back darkness from the world. Now, upon the frozen land, it lies in silent slumber. This probably is the Exo Strider. And it's deathless something. Is that the sword? But they mentioned the sword. I don't think they'll censor sword. On my way to academic enrollment, I saw this towering figure standing at the horizon of the Frostlands. Later, I found its name in the Academy orientation materials. Exo Strider. From what I read, it's directly tied to why Star Search Academy was found in Lahai Roi. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We got everything. I think I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. This one had the most interesting one, with the magnetic poles and the sun and the whatnot. But yeah, I guess that's it for Search for It. Bits of Lahai Roi. It was actually really interesting. We got some bits and pieces of lore, and it's also how Namipon finds the coordinates to Lahai Roi, so like, lore-wise, it's accurate. Nice event. I really enjoyed it a lot. And we got some interesting tidbits of information about Lahai Roi. I'm actually really looking forward to it. The update drops in like 2 or 3 days, so yeah, I think that's it for like 3.0, so no, that's it for 2.8. So yeah, we will see you guys in 3.0, I guess.